woke up early to see the Dalai Lama. And it's so early that dawn hasn't even happened yet. Well, actually, it's happening in like 15 minutes, but I'm awake. And that's all that matters, I guess. And the fact that I haven't slept very much should not matter at all, I think. So I've got to get ready and leave. Dalai Lama. So excited. Look at this, people leaving. Where are my friends? Getting chocolate out of my throat. Don't you just love it when people don't wake up and don't show up, and then you're just standing outside in the cold with the company of cars? To come back because of a forgotten ticket. And look, sunlight. So late for this thing. I mean, not late, but like, just generally not so good. Look really orange in this light. Maybe it's because of dawn. And it's not even dawn anymore, like there's no more redness. The sky is like completely blue. If the thing about this entire thing is queuing, then that means that this queue will be really, really fast and magical, just like the ticket queue.
I think it's possible. It seems to be going pretty fast.
Yeah, there's like tons of people, but like, we're moving.
There's so much security.
Oh, that's so weird. Hey Lydia, turn around. Hey!
My name is Allison Bowden, and I serve here at Princeton University as Dean of Religious Life and of the Chapel, the office that is hosting this event. I believe His Holiness would like you to sit.
Okay, so I literally just walked back into my room. There's my tiny tripod, by the way. And as I was walking back, I was just thinking of all the things that I could say about the talk and about, like, everything involved and all the people that were there. But then I started to think about some other stuff that I think is maybe more important for this moment and for this medium. So the talk itself was like really, really cool. Okay, it was more cute than cool, and the Dalai Lama is really cute, and he's really funny, and he knows he's really funny. So overall, everything was just a really great experience. A lot of the things that he was saying really just resonated so much with me and sort of affirmed or reaffirmed the stuff that I already believe in, and the stuff that I haven't been able to put into words, and the stuff that I always, I guess, sort of knew subconsciously but wasn't very sure how to express consciously. And like the main topic was basically about like unity, and he was using the word sameness, about how everyone is in the end basically the same, how we all are human, how like we need to have like this, like basically a community of people, and like that's why we shouldn't like fight and do bad things to each other. But one of his points was really, really important, and that point was forgiveness. As he was talking about forgiveness, he was saying that the common thought is that when you forgive, you also have to like basically forget, or that forgiveness is some kind of exoneration of a person who has done something wrong, and that shouldn't always be the case. Like, the point of forgiveness is to let go of anger and to think rationally, to understand better the entire situation, and not to be like rash about whatever you end up doing. And then after you're able to let go of that anger, then that's when you can actually see things clearly, and when you can actually rationally think of what the person has actually done wrong. And if they haven't really done anything wrong, then yes, forgiveness means that the thing isn't important per se, or perhaps just something that doesn't need to be punished exactly. But then there are some things that do need to be punished, and what he was saying about that is that yes, we do have to punish these people, and like these measures that we have to take against them are necessary, but then we also have to forgive them, because forgiveness isn't the same thing as just accepting the bad things. It's more of almost a way of rationalizing and understanding. I thought this would really resonate with like the things that are going on in the YouTube community right now, which I haven't been addressing lately. And just when people do bad things, then yes, like we have to find it within ourselves to forgive them. But forgiving means taking that anger that we have for them and getting rid of the anger and allowing people that have done bad things to be able to have the chance to better themselves. But that doesn't mean that we have to re-include them into our communities. That doesn't mean that we have to accept them for who they are. It means that we can move on to actually teach wrongdoers what the right thing is, and that people who do violate the trust of a community do get punished for violating that trust, and we can't trust them again simply because we have forgiven them. And I think that's a really big distinction that people need to make. And of course, I'm basically talking about certain creators that have done bad things to their fans, and you can find all of this information elsewhere. But yeah, so that was my first thought coming out of this talk, and I haven't really thought that hard about anything yet, and it's basically just me thinking as I am speaking. So if this video actually doesn't make much sense, then excuse me for that. So yeah, the Dalai Lama is basically the most amazing person ever. It was really inspiring to see all those people outside as we were walking out that were just celebrating his presence here, and like the people that were dancing like just to celebrate him, and it was quite amazing. And then there were the protesters, of course, but I don't know enough about what's going on with them to really talk about it at this point. And that's what I was originally planning to make a video about, but I think that talking about the YouTube community in relation to important Buddhist teachings is pretty important. I'm not Buddhist myself, but it's something that I think can relate with basically any religion, any theistic or atheistic anything, and it's more philosophical than anything else, I think. So I guess I'll leave you with that. And here's a clip of the beginning of the Dalai Lama's speech, which includes basically nothing of the main points that he's making, but please enjoy.
I think it's better to start. Brothers and sisters, I feel great honor having this opportunity to talk with, I think many of you, I think students, so students and some other faculties. So, and then your invitation. Then I was in Alabama,
Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham. Oh, Birmingham. So someone asked me whether I come before or not, and I mentioned never. Because no invitation. So I visit here and there, not as a tourist, but if someone asks with some sort of hope, then I feel it is my responsibility to fulfill their hope or their request, whether I can make complete satisfaction or not. It's my duty. As a Buddhist monk, my daily prayer, my body, speech, mind, dedicated, serving to others.